Hey, this is Sky, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And it's Thanksgiving, so I'm just sitting around with a fat belly, watching some football. Probably gonna pass out on the couch at some point. And I remembered one of the Thanksgivings that taught me the lesson to give thanks, to be thankful for shit, you know? Most people don't do that. They think it's stupid. It's just all about eating turkey and being with some family. But not everybody gets to be with family. There's a lot of people that are in prison, in the military, on the streets, whatever. Just don't have nobody. I've been there before, not having anybody. And it was, maybe 15 years ago, something like that. And I didn't have anywhere to go. Nobody invited me anywhere. I was just alone on Thanksgiving, just one of those times. And I was living in Los Angeles. And so I decided to go out and try to grab a bite to eat. Now, LA is a big city, one of the biggest in the world. So I don't know about your little small town here where I live in Daytona Beach. Everything's fucking closed on Thanksgiving, not in LA. You won't find anything closed in LA ever. Shit's open 24 hours all the time. Motherfucker, you'll find anything you want, anytime you want. So I had my pick of restaurants. And for some reason, I ended up at Norm's, which was, I forget what street it was on. Might have been Fairfax. But up in Hollywood, and Norm's is kind of like Denny's, but it is a privately owned place. It's kind of a Hollywood staple. It's been there on that, I forget what street it is, but it's been there for generations. Your grandmother, if she lived in LA, she went to Norm's when she was a kid, that kind of thing. Your dad went to Norm's, you go to Norm's. And it just was one of those places. I used to go there all the time. Kind of a depressing little rundown diner, but it is what it is. So I was there eating their special, turkey special, and they had all the traditional fixins for probably $7 or some shit, real cheap. And I'm sitting there eating, bumming. Even had the depressed posture with my shoulders all in, and was just sitting there, and there's like a guy down. I'm sitting up at the counter, and there's a guy at the counter next to me, and he was just some loser in the same position, sitting there eating, not looking around, not talking to nobody. And, I was just like kind of in a bumming mood and was just like, man, I don't have no girlfriend. I don't have no friends that invited me nowhere. I don't got no family that invited me anywhere. I got family in LA. I wasn't a fish out of water. I got uncles and all kinds of family in LA. Nobody was fucking with Sky. I was alone. So I was just kind of wallowing in that depression, right? And all of a sudden, there's really nobody else in the restaurant, just me and the loser and the waitresses. There's probably 5, 6 waitresses and just me and this guy. And all of a sudden I hear, it sounded like a cap gun. And it was like, pop, 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 3 shots right in a row. Pop, pop, pop. Must have been a 22 or something. And I turn around and look out the window, and you got these big fucking windows. I turn around and look out the window, and there's a guy laying in the street, in the middle of the goddamn street, dead. Face down. Blood starting to, because it's on a hill, so blood's starting to go down a fucking hill. Cops are on the scene, man. Cops weren't wasting any time. Cops were there like a fucking instant. These Hollywood cops show up right away. And the detectives and everything. And these guys look like fucking Dick Tracy. They got suits on and shit, nice suits, and they got these fucking hats, these cool ass looking hats, like fedoras or whatever. These guys look like they're straight out of a fucking movie. And I was just like, wow, that's a trip. And they start doing their thing, and and they're looking for shell casings and whatever. And I guess from what I could gather, I didn't go talk to anybody, but from what I could gather, it was a gang hit. And the guy laying in the middle of the street was a black guy, and I would guess, from my best guess, that the people that shot him were probably Mexicans, because there's, everybody who lives out there knows there's a war between the Crips and the Sureños. So I start thinking, man, I was just like, wow. I mean, there goes a reason right there to be happy. I'm sitting here bumming. I'm sitting here thinking, this is the worst Thanksgiving ever, eating by myself with this fucking piece of shit loser sitting two seats down from me, and these waitresses that are all angry because they got to work on Thanksgiving. So it's not a happy atmosphere. And I'm sitting here wallowing in shit, right? But this motherfucker just got dead, just got killed. He just got his fucking cap peeled off. He just got shot and killed on Thanksgiving. So I realized, hey, if that's not just a simple basic reason to be thankful right there, be thankful for being alive. You can't find anything else. You can list all the fucked up things. Well, I got no job. I got nothing. Like, you can go all the list of nothings that you have. And I don't have this. I don't have that. You got your life, motherfucker. You ain't that fucking guy laying in the street. And I wasn't either. And I was thankful for that shit. And it taught me just a little lesson. Sometimes you got to look for the most basic things in this world and grab onto that and use it as your reason to live. Use it as your reason to be happy. And I realized right there, I don't have much. And I'm going to go home. And I didn't even have cable TV, I don't think, at that point. So I'm just going to go home and sit there, maybe read a book, try to go to sleep early. And this motherfucker just got shot. He just got fucking whacked right in the middle of the street. So be thankful for the little shit, man. If you're out there and you're bumming tonight and you don't got nothing, be thankful just that you're alive. You're watching this video. You're breathing. There's always tomorrow. Some motherfuckers don't have tomorrow. So be thankful for that shit. Happy Thanksgiving.